Neil and Vicki Olesky are a paradigm of dedication.
The dedication to the growth and the future of Jewish people is amazing.
Neil and Vicki opened my mind to understand what community involvement means.
I remember Rabbi Meyer telling us that the Kollel was coming to town, and he had strongly recommended as many people as they could go to the airport.
I've always felt that the Kollel is an important part of the community. So from day one that the Kollel was here, I was encouraging for all those who are part of the community or who were part of the community at the time to support and be encouraging of the Kollel's arrival.
Truthfully, I don't think we understood the impact that Kollel would have on our lives or in the community.
I remember seeing all these families come off. We started dancing right there in the terminal. It was a beautiful sight.
I was paired with Neil, my wife was paired with Vicki, and we began our relationship through the Partners in Torah.
It was the first time Partners in Torah was ever here. We just connected, such an incredible connection with these women. They weren't so lofty that you couldn't connect with them. They were down on your level, talking like woman to woman.
They come to our home, or it can be at a Shabbaton.
One time in their house for a Kollel Shabbaton in the early years, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was the Erlangers, the Summers, the Schwabs, in addition to Art Harris in the basement, in addition to the rest of the Olesky family. And a guy in the neighborhood asked me, he says, "What's going on over there at the Olesky house? Do they have a dormitory?" I said, "No, it's an institution of chesed."
Art was somebody that I knew from Colorado Springs, and when we realized he was living around the corner, we really wanted to have him part of our family.
And so the more I invited him, the more he continued to come. He got sick. He was diagnosed with colon cancer, and as he had to start chemotherapy, he seemed to rely more and more because we had this connection, and he would let me do things for him. The sicker he got, the more he would let me, and we asked him to move in with us.
Art wanted to learn more about what some of the Yiddishkeit in Denver, and he became active. And later on in his life, before he was Nifter, he started participating and trying to fund different things. He was interested in what the Kollel did and teaching. It was something that was important to him, the spreading of the word of Yiddishkeit.
The Leibowitzes and the Mandels came here because of the generosity of the Art Harris Trust, in addition to support from the whole community.
The Oleskys are a leader in the community of just answering the call. When anyone that needs help, needs things, whether it's Hillel, was Yeshiva, was the Kollel, was Aish, of course.
We were moving to Denver, and unfortunately there was a big snowstorm in Denver. We got bumped off our flight against our will, and we were not going to get on a flight till the next day. So here we were on the East Coast still, and our truck with all our stuff was coming to Denver the next day, and we wouldn't be there. The Oleskys were there to save us and be there to literally for hours tell the truckers where to put everything that came off the truck, the furniture and the boxes.
They have probably had, for sure, had more people sleeping over and staying here as Achnasas Orchim more than anybody else. They've had strangers, some stranger than others. Guests come from all over the world and know about the Olesky hospitality. Neil helped build the building at Aish. He actually, for a year, was on site almost every day overseeing the one who was overseeing the building and the contractor to make sure that things were done properly. But it was more than that. It was the commitment and the love that he showed towards the building of a holy place that he invested that was just incredible. They single-handedly take care of the mikveh.
One day I just happened to be walking around the building, and I went into the mikveh, and I wasn't really, I felt like there needed to be something more to decorating of the mikveh. And it's like, you know what, I'm going to take care of the mikveh. We chose to dedicate the refreshment cafe because we've run the Olesky kosher bed and breakfast. I run the mikveh because I want to nurture and take care of the women that come to the mikveh. We take in people into our house because I want to take care of people. And it just seemed like it was a natural progression that we should take care, we should dedicate that part of the new kollel.
You can schmooze a little bit around the coffee, you can make them feel comfortable, give them somebody they know, and then take them in to learn.
We want to nurture and nourish the future generations that will walk through the new kollel building.
Neil and Vicki, you've been so much of an integral part to the growth of Torah in our community. You've been a role model of chesed for all of us and for the entire community.
I wish them good health. I wish them nachas from their children.
Mazel tov.